going back to Bowling Green, where you were head coach for 6 years, and assistant before, a lot of history there. Just your thoughts of going back, or do you even, as a coach, do you even think about that now?
Well, of course, I think about it, because we had great success there. We won a lot of games and went to bowl games, and had good kids, good players, and I had a lot of great experiences there. So I'm going back with the idea that the place hasn't changed from that standpoint. It's a great school and a great place. There's a lot of good people there, and the objective for us right now is to go back there and win the game.
Right.
And that's what I'm focusing on. All the other stuff is peripheral stuff, and it's out there, and people can write about it and talk about it, but the whole deal right now is we need to go back and win the football game. That's the objective. This game isn't about me going back to Bowling Green. It's about Wyoming going to Bowling Green and getting the W.
Is there any extra motivation, maybe deep inside you? You're right. You're this team's offensive coordinator, but for you, deep inside, to go back there and beat that team. I mean, you were there for a long time, and it probably didn't end as you would probably had hoped. But is that burned deep inside of you, or you work that way? I guess.
I think it's been a while now. I mean, that was 3 years ago, and I've had a few other stops, but since then, and so at this point, it's not weighing on my mind. Right now, I'm looking at Bowling Green just like I'm going to look at any other opponent. We got to prepare our players as best we can to win that game.
Right. I know it was 2008, your last year, so are you familiar with any of their veteran players?
Well, I was looking through the roster, and there's only 2 kids in the 2 deep that I actually coached. Ben Wojcicek and Chip Robinson, 2 offensive linemen. Now, there's a lot of kids that are in the 2 deep that we recruited my last year there, and they're playing. But again, a lot of those kids, I've never coached.
Right.
Like I said, it's been 3 years. And they've got some additional guys on their roster now that I haven't heard of.
Sure.
That are doing good things for them.
Right. So you could probably give them some insight, but it's not like there's a lot of inside trade secrets you can probably give these guys, is there?
I could talk about what it's like to play there.
What is it like?
Environment.
What is that like?
Well, it depends. I think an early game is on a Saturday. This time of year, it can get hot. I think that the forecast is for in the 60s, but I can remember playing there in September in a noon game, and it's in the 80s. And we've told my kids, you better be hydrated, you better be ready for the Midwest heat. You got some humidity to deal with. It's definitely not like 7,200 feet.
Right.
You're going into a very humid climate. Coming from the dry climate. So, and I can tell them about Perry Stadium. It's a great venue to watch a football game. It's a fun place to play. It's a fun place to coach. A lot of tradition there. It's college football.
Right. What do you think this offense needs to do moving ahead? Like I said, toughest competition to this point. What does Bowling Green do defensively that you've seen that concerns you, or maybe some things that this offense needs to be particularly good at on Saturday to have some success?
Well, I think we need to continue on building on some of the things we've had success with. We're scratching the surface offensively. We're still in the fledgling stages of this offense, and we can get all excited about Brett Smith and this and that, but he's still a freshman quarterback. So we've got to be careful about putting in new wrinkles, new twists, and this and that. We put in some stuff from Texas State that you probably noticed that maybe we didn't run against Weaver, and that's by nature we all want to do that. So and we'll have some things for Bowling Green, but I think that the important thing is that we keep building on the run game that we established in the second half against Texas Tech, and keep our pass offense with our concepts that we've been working. Because he's getting pretty good at throwing those, and we threw some Saturday that were in the game plan against Weaver, obviously, that we didn't run, because the situations kind of dictate that. And it all comes down to what Brett can handle, and right now, I say, well, what does he throw best? Does he throw drop back or 3-step or play action? Well, he throws it all, and we're repping it all. We're oh, we can't throw drop back because he can't read it, or we can't do the play action because he can't throw on the run, or we can't throw the 3-step because he can't get it out quick enough. You know, those are all my concerns going in, and he's answered all those.
Right.
You know, so we'll just keep doing the things that we've been doing the first couple of weeks and just build on those.
Greg, I've noticed in the first couple of games, again, you know, look, it doesn't matter who you're playing, but you've had some explosive plays, whether they've been scoring plays or even just regular, you know, plays that didn't score, but I mean, 30-plus, 40-plus yards, you know.
Yeah.
Did you think, I mean, is this a big play offense, or is this offense capable of those types of explosive plays throughout? I mean, I know the competition will be getting better, but have you been pleased with the number of explosive plays, and has that surprised you, or did you kind of think this has been something you would see from these guys?
Well, the offense in itself generates explosives, but still, it's kids that make them. And our guys are stepping up and making explosives. That's what I like about it. We had 18. For us, we label an explosive pass over 18 and run over 12. And we had 18 of those Saturday, and we had 16 against Weber. You know, so that's over 1 in 10. You know, we run 80 plays. Almost 20 of them were explosives last Saturday, so that's 25% are explosive play. That's huge to me. If you just said that at the beginning, there's no way we'll get that. But that's just a testament to the kids, you know. And they're buying in. They know that if they at least get loose or get in the area, Brent will put that ball in vicinity for them, and they'll make that play. In the long runs, our offensive line knows that if they just get a body on a body with these 3 backs that we got right now, these kids, and all 3 of them, I mean, Golly Rush for 120, and B-Mill for 100, and Al for whatever 80 or something, and Al's catching the ball well out of the backfield. They all are. So I'm an offensive lineman. I look at those guys. I'm going to block for these guys.
Right. Going back to Bowling Green again, Dave, or Greg. Do you have a lot of friends there? Do you have family there? Is there people? Again, this is a business trip. This isn't like it'll be reunion time later down the season if that's the way it is. But a lot of people you look forward to seeing, or will you see a lot of people?
You know what? I don't see a lot of people because it's in and out. Just like you said, Rob, it's a business trip. You know, it's a day game, and we're getting in there Friday afternoon, and we're gonna do our quick walkthrough and get to the hotel, get because it'll be we're kicking off at 10 here,
right?
So pregame meals at 6 here. So we got to get some rest and get up and ready, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to play the game.
Gotcha. All right.